Hey everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last build, we went toys when we did the life-size Lego Clone Blaster. Super easy build, but super fun. Now, if you missed that video, we're going to include the link to our channel's homepage below this video so you can go there and check out Lego Clone Blaster if you missed it, or you can check out any of our other videos that you might have missed as well. Catch up on everything. So now, for this build, it's going to be just as much fun, probably even more than the Lego Clone Blaster, but much more complex. Not hard, just a lot more build. And this time we're going to go video game. So without further ado, Black Sheep Props would like to introduce you to the newest member of the family. Bam! That's right! Check out that massive prop. The Doomhammer from World of Warcraft. Check that out, big cement hammerhead with cool beveled details on both ends. Lots of gold detail, gold buttons, gold rivets around the handle, around the bottom, all cracked up with splits all over it and dirty and weathered. We've got the massive handle, which is a build within itself. Man, this thing's got a ton of detail on it between the fake wood texture, the leather, the cool beveled metal collars. Man, this thing is massive and awesome, and it was easy. So in this episode, making an EVA foam Doomhammer Part 1, we're going to begin going step by step through how to build this big giant orc head crusher. And if you want to dive in and tackle this with us, we have a template for this thing in the store. So we're also going to include the link to our storefront in the description below, so you can pop over there and pick up a template if you want. Or heck, if you want to pick up one of the templates from one of our other builds and build that, that's cool too. So, enough yapping. If you're ready to hit it, let's make something. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to begin building our two end pieces to our Doomhammer. And we're going to need to cut some bevels on some super thick pieces. So what we did was we're going to cement these two pieces together. We've got 1.5 inches and 1/2 inch because we need a 2-inch thick piece. And we're going to stick these together, and that will be our 2-inch piece of foam. Give it a few minutes before we make contact. Really simple. All right, 2 inches of foam right there, bam. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut this right down the middle on the bandsaw. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to make our center line all the way around our piece. All right, we've got our center line drawn all the way around both of our blocks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to do bevel cuts all the way around the whole piece on both sides. And we're going to do it on the bandsaw, but you can totally do this with a box cutter. Just follow your center line around, line your knife up with your center line, and drag right through. As long as your box cutter's sharp, you'll have no problem. But we're going to go tilt the table on the bandsaw and knock these angles out there. Look at that sweet bevel. Now we're going to flip it upside down and we're going to follow this center line we marked all the way around on the other side now. All right, check that out. That is sweet. See how we did that? Very cool. All right, now we're going to do the same thing to this piece. All right, there we go. Check that out. Beveled. Okay, what we're doing is we're making our center line. So that way when we bring in our next piece, we're going to be able to center it right in the middle and it won't be off center. Okay, now we've got our pattern transferred over. We're going to come in with our box cutter. We're going to tip our knife at an angle, and we're going to go right through our piece, like that. All right, now we're going to come in, and this is going to attach right to the end like that. So we go right there. All right, there we go. We've got our center marks on all of our sides. So now give it a few minutes. Carefully line up our marks. Just take your time, make your marks so that you know you're going to be right in the center where you want to be. Heck yeah. All right, now we're going to do the same thing with our top little piece over on this piece. All right, there's both of our pieces all set. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our 220 sanding stick, and we're going to get rid of some of the bandsaw lines and some of the little frays around the edges. And you've seen us do this before, very easy. We're just gonna come in like that. See that? We got all those frays off the edge, just like that. Perfect. Nice. All right. Now get rid of our bandsaw lines. Now we'll come over to this side, do the same thing. There we go, nice and light heat just to get it tightened up. Beautiful. That's the two ends of our Doomhammer. Okay, now we're going to begin building our body for our hammer. We've got our two sides, and we've got our top and our bottom. And like our dotted lines show us, we're going to need a bevel at both ends. So just like that. And we're going to go straight through the side on a 90-degree cut. Just like that. That's simple. Look at that. We've got a bevel on the top and the bottom and a flat edge. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one. These are the bevel cuts at the top and the bottom, and on the backs of those areas is where we're going to be gluing. These marks are for the edges of these panels right here, like this. One's going to go here, one's going to go here, and then this piece is going to go on top, making our body. So. All right, there we go. You've got all of our pieces cemented. Give it all 5 minutes. We're going to come in and line our edge up right there on the corner, just like that. We want a nice flush corner, which we have. So you just take your time. See that? And then we want to line up the end so that it's flush, just like that. Look at that. Not a gap on there. That is nice. We're going to do the same thing with this piece. We're going to line up our end just like that. Boom, just like that. Look at that, another flush edge all the way down. Make great contact on the top and the bottom. Now we're going to, all right, in comes the last piece. We're going to line our edge up there and there. Look at that, nice. All right, now comes our last side. Perfect. We got our corner started real nice. Look at that, no gap. All right, now that we've got our body piece, which turned out great, we're gonna put a little bit of support in the middle here. So when we have our wood dowel for the handle go up inside here, we can drill up inside. So what we did was we took some 1.5 inch thick foam, cut a couple slabs of it. We're gonna stick it together, and then we're gonna slip it in here for a center brace like that. All right, there we go. Give it a few minutes. All right, now what we've done is we marked our center spot down there on that side and on that side. Now all right, we're getting our contact cement in there. Now we've got the two ends of our support cemented, and we've got cement on both spots inside. See it in there? You can see how it's still wet. All right, we're gonna give it a few minutes and then bam, contact. All right, here we go. Now this is dangerous because we can't have the contact cement touch until we know it's in place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lean it over sideways like this. All right, so let's try this. If we get this side in first. We did it. Oh, man, that was scary. But look at that. That's a strong support. Now, later on, when we drill up into the bottom of this for our wood dowel, for our handle, it's got a big chunk of support to go into, which will be nice. Look at that. All right, there we go. Getting ready to start attaching the big pieces. All right, here we go. We always have to be careful sticking down because, man, once it sticks, it sticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to get this as centered as we can get it. Not bad. A tiny little bit off right here, but that's going to be hidden when we wrap our thick strap around the side. So it's okay if this is a little off because this will be covered. Wow. All right, there we are. We've got both ends stuck down. We've got our giant hammerhead. All right, we've got our markings all the way around. We've got our 2-inch strips here and here that we're going to wrap around. We've got our center spot. We've got our side markings, all center markings, so we know everything's going to be centered in the right place when we start cutting them and putting them down. So what we did first was we cut two 30-inch long, 2-inch wide strips of 6mm foam. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this all the way around. So we're going to heat seal, and then we're going to glue. All right, there we go. There's the first strip, cemented. Give it a few minutes. All right, here we go. Around the edge. We want to wrap it tight around this corner. We're going to have to get ready to cut this, so we're going to right there and right there. Okay, so we've got our mark. There's our mark right there. There we go. Line them up together like so and then push it down. Look at that, man, that is tight. Very cool. All right, now we're gonna do this one. All right, now we've got our sides marked off with our center dividers, so we know when we start placing all of our pieces, everything's gonna be on there symmetrical. We've got straight 90-degree cuts, no beveled angles. Nice smooth cuts. Just like that. Now we cut the rest of these out. All right, we transferred our lines down so we know where we're going to contact cement. These are all right, there we go. Give it a few minutes. Lay it down right up against that strip. right. Now we just do the same thing on the other side. All right, there we go. Got them on both sides. All right, now this is going to be interesting. We've got our circle pattern drawn out. Now the center line right here is going to be the peak. So we're going to have to cut a bevel on this side of the line and on this side of the line. All right, what we're going to do is this, we're going to stick our knife in right in the center line. We've got our knife on a severe bevel. We're going to follow all the way around. All right, there we go. Now, ta-da, look at that. We've got a bevel on the inside. Now, here comes the tricky part. Now, we're going to stick our knife in right at the peak, right at the center of the peak, beveled the other direction. All right, now let's try this. This is going to be tricky. All right. There we go. Now, here we go. Let's see how we get. Whoa! Let's get a flat bottom so it sits flat. And we have a raised peak in the middle all the way around. That is cool. Now, when this piece comes in and this lays down in the center just like that, look at that nice detail with the peak in the middle. See how easy that was? That totally was not hard at all. Just got to be careful, take your time, and then bam, that's perfecto. We're going to heat this area up here very lightly. We don't want to damage anything that's already stuck down, but we want to tighten the foam up. Just like that. All right, there we go. We've got our peaked ring on both sides. All right, now we're going to need to cut 20 of these circles. We're going to come in with our X-Acto. We're going to stand our knife straight up so we can do a nice pivot. We're going to pivot right around the whole circle just like this. All right, now there we go. Now we're going to do that 19 more times. All right, there's 20 of them. Now we're going to get our Dremel out and we're going to Dremel all 20. We're going to bevel one of the edges, the top edge, all the way around on all 20. Got our dust mask on. All right, there we go. Got a slight round edge all the way around it. We're going to do that to all 20. All right, there's all 20 Dremeled off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our heat gun. All right, there we go, nice and sealed. Look at that, nice tight foam. We did all 20. We're gonna come in and we're going to put it right in the center. We're gonna hold it down while it bonds. All right, that's it. We're just gonna keep going. And we're going to line up with our marks we made, just like that. We're going to get it in the center. All right, got our mark. All right, that's it. Just like that. Took our time, went around the whole thing. All right, now what we're going to begin doing is we're going to begin going around this thing, and we're going to begin putting like all of the cracks in here, and there's a lot of cracks. So they're going to come in, they're going to go like this, and over to this side. This one's going to come down and split and go over that way. Some split off and go like this. We're gonna have one come from here and split off to there and then go to here. This is gonna go this way, this is gonna go right to here. All right, now what we're going to do is what we've done before. When we've done damage on our axes and things like that, we're going to come in, we're going to stick in on an angle, we're gonna cut and come out this way. Then we're gonna come in this side, we're gonna cut in and go out this side, just like that. Go through and out. Then we're gonna come in this side and we're gonna go through and out. We're gonna peel our strip out and we're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna go in this side, out to our crack. We're gonna come in this side, right to our gash like that, and we're gonna pull it out. That's it. Look at that. Beautiful gashes. Very easy. Here, let's take a look at one more while we're here. Very easy. We're gonna come in. We're gonna go at an angle like this. And like that. We're going to come in at an angle. Look at that. That's beautiful. All right, check it out. Look at all the gashes on there. See that? We just took our time. We went all the way around the entire piece, slowly making our gashes. We've got them everywhere. Nice. All right, there you go. Woo, man, we are in waist deep on this thing, man. You saw how we spent the whole episode dealing with assembling this whole stone hammerhead thing. A lot of beveling to get all these edges, a lot of work on the bandsaw, but none of it was that hard. It was a little bit difficult getting that thick support pillar inside the head so that we can use it to do the go up inside it and attach the handle, but other than that it was pretty simple. That's it. In our next episode, making an EVA foam Doomhammer Part 2, we're going to tackle the remaining details on the hammerhead, and we're going to tackle this jamming handle. The handle was my favorite part. Love the handle. It came out great and easy, just like everything else we do. You just got to be careful, take your time, and it's pretty easy. So that concludes making an EVA foam Doomhammer Part 1. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.